Hello and welcome to my channel, Kelly Legends Media. So, I was watching a video yesterday with Geraldo Rivera, right? He's a journalist that became very popular, did a lot of documentaries in the Chicano community, and for a while, under the direction of one of the gang programs, we kind of let him into the neighborhoods in Maravilla and East LA in general to do his documentaries. And the reason why we were encouraged to do so was to get recognition for the program, for the gang program, and the type of reduction in crime and violence, in other words, the impact that it was having on the community as far as the killings and everything that was going on in the neighborhoods. So Geraldo Rivera ended up attending football games. You know, like two barrios would go and play football against each other, and he'd go and they'd film that. You know, two rival gangs playing football together. And you know, he'd go and he'd do interviews in certain barrios. You know, the homies will be kicking back, playing the guitars and talking with him and kind of voicing what they felt would help the community at the time. Some of them were requesting things like maybe a teen post, you know, some type of boys club, football programs, different things, right? That and jobs, you know, for the older cats in the neighborhood. But during that time that Geraldo Rivera was in the neighborhoods, he'd sometimes become privy to certain things that were being kept quiet, you know? But of course, you know, when you're in the barrio and there's drinking and, you know, a lot of movement and talking conversations, dude would sometimes go off and he'd peep game, you know? See a lot of things that he shouldn't have seen. And picked up on things, you know? He was even at a place that we used to call Windy Hill. You know, they'd have bonfires over there, kick back with the homies. Sometimes homies would meet there to get down. Anyways, he was there one night, and you know, there was some talk about things that we needed in the neighborhood and stuff, whatever. Well, shortly after, the police came into the neighborhood and did a raid in one of the Maravillas, right? And found a cache of firearms. You know, did a lot of things that as a neighborhood affected that barrio in a big way, you know. And guess who shows up with the juras, with the bulletproof vest on? Geraldo Rivera, you know. And he's a journalist, you know. He's not from the streets. He's not a gang member. He's a journalist. So his excuse was, you know, he picked up on this raid that was going to take place, and as part of his documentation of the things that take place in the neighborhood, he went on this police raid, you know. But it turned out that all the fingers pointed to him for the places that he went with the police and the things that they took out of the neighborhood, you know. And that blackballed him from Maravilla. He was no longer allowed here in the neighborhood, and it was a serious condition, you know, that he not come over here and you know, come up all in the neighborhood, you know, like he was doing before. He was welcome before. So in other words, he became pretty much an enemy to us, you know. A bad taste in our mouth, a big mistake. So just a word, man, to different barrios and stuff. Watch who you trust, who you let in. You just never really know. You know, this guy was I'm not sure what race he was, but he could have been Mexicano, Chicano, who knows? Maybe some other race mixed in with some other race. I don't know. But he was trusted, you know. He was trusted, and he was just probably allowed to roam further than he should have been. They should have kept him on a shorter leash. And really, the best thing is that they just not be allowed at all, you know, because you just never know what their agendas really are. You know, a lot of times people say that they're doing it to help the community, to help the youth, the troubled youth, and all that. But you just never really know, you know. This guy came in and he made it sound real good, you know, like he was gonna be kind of like a spokesman for not only the gang program, but for get the neighborhoods a chance to voice their opinions, you know. And this was on TV, on national TV, that the guys from the different neighborhoods were coming out on, you know. And during the time, there was a great reduction in violence, in 187s, and the unaliving of young kids. Yeah, there was something happening that had never happened before and has never happened since, you know, where you have two neighborhoods that have been going at it for decades come together with their families on each side of a football team and play football against each other, you know. Yeah, it was just really too bad, you know. It ended up not being any real help at all. In fact, the programs were the funds for the programs were taken and diverted to be used for other things, like building prisons and locking people up. So anyways, just a word, you know, word to the wise, man. Be careful who you trust and who you let in your neighborhood to do their thing, you know what I mean? Because could turn around and bite you, you know. Anyway, this is my video for today. I seen a small clip yesterday of Geraldo Rivera at a football game with the vatos from Arizona, Maravilla, and another barrio, and I could hear Geraldo Rivera talking to the girls and to the mothers there on the football field, and it reminded me of that time, you know, that he came down here and he did his dirt, you know. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope that this was just a little interesting bit of nostalgia, a little bit of history, and a little bit of word of experience and advice. Thanks for watching. God bless you. Keep your head up. Stay free. whatever it takes, man. Make sure that we remain out here and don't end up behind the walls. There's no future in that funk. We want to be out here where we can make our money and enjoy our families, and be there for them when they need us. That being said, I'm going to go pick up my wife right now. It's her day off, and we're going to spend the day taking care of family business. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you on the next one.